and it's all up next.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft are always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that will be talked about both for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And away we go from Lumen Field. Here's Steven Sims with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And his charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running with Walker again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. Back to throw now. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
You get to that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. From the 27. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Throwing now, off play action. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see third down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Here he is on third and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Kamara running out of the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 32. This finds Cooks complete. And he gets him around 6 there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Third and a lone yard coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, these third and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on third and short, they can't get the job done.
Nicotomni's kick is good. And that will get them on the board.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1. And now they're left with 3rd and 7. They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
First and 10 from the 41. He's going to throw this one. It's caught. Barner. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Here's second and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He has the first over the middle, and he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. He manages a gain of 8 there, and the Seahawks will have a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Walker on first down. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's second and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Handoff running left, Walker. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Setting up a throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, it's Kendre Miller. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. He'll throw it. That's complete to Kamara. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They're throwing it. He's got Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one gains 7. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now they send their back in motion right. 2nd and 8. That's caught by Chris Olave. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. And there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. This finds Moreau. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming. They'll try and throw it here. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Sims now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming. But more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 24. Catch made by Cooks. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
got to be one of the shortest completions I've ever seen on a curl and go. That route's like a fine wine, kid. It gets better the longer it matures, but that court came out a little early that time, and it was only a small gain.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Back to throw. That one's incomplete over the middle. Nearly an interception on that play, so it'll be second down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Dropping back to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They will not get another playoff.
Who is excited for the season to
We've got a
start?
close one here. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Gets this to Johnson. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing it again here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Connects with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
They'll throw it again. That's going to be caught by Cooks. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
From the 25 on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Shotgun now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
On fourth down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Mickey kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Walker running to the right. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, an entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Now an inside give to Walker. Room to run inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
3rd down from the gun. Forced out to his right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks jump in front now by 5. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Miller on the return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Here comes the Saints offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll throw to begin this drive. Able to get it to Moreau. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 36. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball. And over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
Rolling into enemy territory. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. They send a man in motion. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down from the red zone. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 16. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now looking to throw. This throw is cut. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Throwing now, off play action. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. They only managed 1 on that carry. Now they're going to have 3rd and goal from the 5.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Nicotomni's kick is good. And that trims the lead to just a couple.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Sims now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running is Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Walker now from the gun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Alontae Taylor making the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. It's Walker on the option. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw. He'll get this to Cup. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up... Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the carry, it's Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Gets this one to Charbonnet. It's a Seattle touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks push the lead to 2 scores now. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Finds some space, he's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They're out and set, first and 10. They send Cooks left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Looking for a throw here. Into the hands of Olave. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
They get an even 10 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing now from the gun. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing it again here. Kamara's got it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Shaq Griffin finishing that play off.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
To the air, third and long. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
On fourth down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. And this stays a two-score game at 9 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Second and 3 now. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. We've reached halftime from Seattle. It's the Seahawks leading in front of the home crowd. Now from the extreme northwest to the extreme southeast. We're going to head down to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with our buddy, Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The New Orleans offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They kick the running back in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. That's into the hands of Moreau. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
3rd and long for him here. This is complete to Olave. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60-plus. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Seahawks football. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10 now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play now. Escapes the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Shaq Griffin finishing that play off.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 27. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the
I would be
field,
thankful if you
especially
subscribe.
if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And now it's 2nd down. Kamara gets it on the draw. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. Punting unit out now. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. The Seahawks offense running out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
The Saints add a fifth defensive back here. Third down coming up. Looking to the air here. Looking for a target. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
On now comes their punter. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. Takes it in at the 26. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Kamara gets it. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Now motion him out of the backfield. Gets this one to Shaheed. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Kamara running out of the gun. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. This is ahead for about 5. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back now, pressure on its way. That's caught for the first. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's a pickup of 9. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Kamara. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll go down here at the 16. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New Orleans. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Sims now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They've got first down from the 31. They're going play action. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Walker on first down. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the 34. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves, and you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
On third down, Walker. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Charbonnet with the catch. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Walker crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push this to an 8-point game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks push the lead to 2 scores now. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. This finds Cooks complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This finds Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
The smartest
You gotta go to work
pass
off
I've
in the
ever been
system
around. They
on.
know how to set up an out cut